Many people do not understand what the term feminism means. So we ask you, what is feminism?
Feminism is a term to define a group of women who fight for equal rights. I think that the terminology has changed throughout the years. I think that women in today's generation thinks that if they act like a man, that they are equal to a man. And I don't believe in everything that feminists of today believe in.
The belief in like a strong female power, I don't necessarily feel that it's like women are better than men or we're being subjected to male influences or anything like that. It's just a powerful, strong woman.
Feminism is believing that men and women are equal. And some people believe that if you are feminist, you think women should be above men, but actually feminism means that both men and women have the same opportunities.
Respecting women in general, whether it's their rights, whether it's the way you talk to them, doesn't really matter. It's just the way you present yourself to a woman, the way you act around a woman, the way you treat a woman.
Feminism is a kind of movement that women have.
Feminism is just the support of women and getting rid of the patriarchal system and like supporting equality for all genders.
According to dictionary.com, feminism is the doctrine advocating social, political, and all other rights of women equal to those of men. Although the term feminism has been used since the 17th century, women figures have been around since the women's rights movement.
Feminists are people who would like to see equal representation, whether it's in government or on the media.
LGTB community are all feminism.
Beyonce claims that she's a feminist. Maya Angelou, the poet, she's a feminist, in my opinion.
I support feminism. I wouldn't consider myself an advocate.
Absolutely, I am a feminist.
Yes and no.
I am a feminist, yes.
Some people think just because they're a female, they're feminist.
No, I don't believe that it's bad to identify someone as a feminist. I believe it should be encouraged.
Everybody should fight for the rights that are important to them.
No, I do not think it's bad to identify yourself as feminist because
I think it is great to identify myself as a feminist because not enough men believe that it is okay for them to be a feminist.
Do we think it's bad that males identify themselves as superheroes? Hey, I don't think this bad.
Problems of feminism affects me because I have to think about if I will get equal pay in a working situation to my male coworkers.
Yes, problems of feminists affect me because one day I'm going to have a career that another male have and I'm going to want the same pay as him. But eventually, just because life works, I won't get that.
The problems of feminists partially affect me. It frustrates me when I have to try to get the people that, to realize what a feminist is.
Feminism as a movement has been around for a relatively short amount of time in the scope of human history. Though one could argue feminists existed since ancient Egypt with Hatshepsut, the first woman to rule a country, Joan of Arc as well is known for being persecuted for being strong-willed in a patriarchal society. Those two and many others stories have gone to inspire women to become outspoken for equality between the sexes. One of whom is famously known as Frida Kahlo. Now, she influenced others in her work as a painter. She was known for her self-portraits where her appearance went against gender norms of her culture. The most apparent characteristics were facial hair upon her top brow and lip. Nowadays, the word feminism has been stigmatized just as the people it is applied to as a bunch of strong-willed women with bad attitude.
I believe that as young as 5, 6, 7 years old, even younger, both young ladies and young men could be taught these things and should be taught these things. Once you get to high school, once you get to college, it's already too late. I believe that the messages of society have already sunk in. That's why early intervention and teaching young people about feminism and about equality is very, very important.
Youth should keep it because should know more about it, because it's going to help them get through life, basically.
I think the youth is very aware of these fundamental issues. They have access to social media, and they could get a sense of what's happening in our world through social media.
How often do I hear about feminist organizations or events? I feel like scrolling through Facebook and things like that, I see it pretty regularly. I don't pay too much attention to them, but I think that there's a pretty strong feminist movement in our society today.
Yes, not so much anymore. My ex was very involved in that, but we've since parted ways, so I'm not hearing about it so much anymore on my own.
Actually, I don't know any feminist organizations or events.
I don't hear about feminist organizations or events very often.
Well, I hear about feminist organizations and events almost every day. I follow several feminist activists on social media, and I like to be in the know about what's happening with different organizations, different political campaigns, and I try to always teach my students about that and let them know what's going on in the world because it affects all of us.
In the nation, there are many organizations trying to spread the word of feminism, such as an organization called He for She, which explains gender equality. In Chicago, there is a national organization for women called Chicago Now. If there are many organizations in the world, why not help spread feminism even more? Be proud to label yourself as a feminist and take a stand.